I intend to serve as simply a reflection of that which you already know, so you may get a better understanding of yourself. Okay. What is this morning's message? Limitless possibilities, the stars in the sky, card 51. Eyes of the eagle, rising above the fray. Interesting, also in the sky, but looking the other direction. And Spirit of the River, movement towards adventure. Oh, Garden of Venus at the bottom, rest and renewal at this card. All right, limitless potential, eyes of the eagle, Spirit of the River, movement towards adventure, rising above the fray, and limitless possibility. You are limitless, within the confines of this 3D reality, right? Okay, what is currently going on with the viewer? I think you already know that. I think you already know that you are limitless. We're talking to an advanced human here. Are you woke? I really don't know what that means. But I heard it and I kind of resonated with it. So somebody let me know in the comments. All right, we have the Magician, to the Six of Swords, to the Eight of Pentacles, to the Three of Cups, to the Hangman, to the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, cool. What? All right. So I think that you've decided you have everything that it takes to leave tumultuous waters behind in search of something calmer so that you can really master your craft. This is the interesting part, that you really want to do it in a way that makes you want to celebrate. This is not like work, like 4-letter word work. This is work like doing the things that make your soul sing type of work, right? You are seeing things from a different perspective here with the Hangman to the Nine of Pentacles. Now, Nine of Pentacles is a beautiful energy, right? It is independent, it is wealthy, it is safe and secure. And I think I even heard one reader say, smelling good, looking good, like it's all there, fully independent, right? But you're looking at it in a different way. It's like fully independent, yes, but you had to work your way past this. And I don't see where you added an additional pentacle to it, right? With the Eight of Pentacles to the Three of Cups. I see you added fun and friends and celebration and excitement and love. And you added all those things to it. And so now you're kind of looking at just the Nine of Pentacles as like, hey, lady, like, don't you think you're missing something? It's kind of like that energy. You realized in the beginning that you had everything you needed. This is limitless possibility. You were able to change your environment by just getting in your boat and heading out of there. I think this is actually leaving conflict and drama and stuff, the fray, right? All of that behind. You have limitless possibility, eyes of the eagle rising above the fray, and then movement towards adventure. Spirit of the river. You also have rest and renewal at the bottom. That's a really, and then you have the cosmic womb and transpersonal. It's like being in the embrace of the Divine Mother while seeing how far you could actually go, keeping things in perspective, Okay, all right. So the movement towards adventure. What is the adventure? Like, what is the adventure? We have the King of Pentacles to the Three of Swords to the Seven of Swords to the Two of Cups. Do we want this adventure? This looks like a terrible adventure. Unless this is like the hero story, right? The underdog hero story. The fool. That's what it is. Okay, wait, is this stages of, no, the Five of Cups, that's a no. Okay, so is this before and after the lovers? Yes. Okay, all right. So what you experienced before, like you were in a place that was safe and secure and stable and abundant, an empire, possibly married, maybe not. You had authority. This is the youngest King of Pentacles I've ever seen. So you might have achieved those things younger than your peers. But in that position in your life, right? In that position in your life, you experienced heartache, betrayal. I mean, I think it's really cool in this deck that this Seven of Swords, oh, is actually stabbing into himself. This was this was betrayal of soul. The movement, the spirit of the river movement towards adventure is actually you coming back into union. That must be a theme today. You coming back into union with the Two of Cups to the Fool with you after having dishonored your own soul. This is like your backstory, and this is where you are now because I wanted to split it here, here, and here. This is your backstory. It was almost like this is where you were, and you realized that you were dishonoring yourself, dishonoring your soul, dishonoring your heart, and then you realize that you have everything you need. Is that what you left behind? Was actually this was the tumultuous waters before? Whatever your narrative was back then, I bet you if you used rigorous honesty to really dissect the events without placing blame on another, looking at your other as a divine being having a human existence, such as yourself, you will see that the issues were actually you betraying you. And this is bringing you into divine union, you and you. Which is really cool, and it's in perfect alignment with the Garden of Venus because the story in the Garden of Venus, the breast of renewal, you enter the Garden of Venus alone and you enter with your sword, right? Like after a battle or in between a battle, it opens up and you can only enter to yourself. Like you can only enter yourself. And there is a like a pond of water or something, and you take a drink and they hand you a mirror and you trade your sword out for a mirror. And through that rest and renewal, you go back out to the battlefield, but all you have is a mirror. And that's all you need as a reflection. I did not do that story justice, but okay. So after the viewer takes a good look. Oh, that's what the rising above the fray is, the eyes of the eagle. You get to see the overview, and then they have that like laser focus vision to see, tiny, tiny prey, like in grass and stuff. This is you taking an overview, right, of what you experienced or this part right here, where you were in a very good position, but you dishonored your soul. Actually look at it from a bird's eye view and then scrutinize it with that laser focus vision. Okay, I would like to know what the change in perspective on the Ten of Pentacles was. I mean, the Nine of Pentacles. Change in perspective on the Nine of Pentacles as the viewer sees it. That the Nine of Pentacles was actually a prison, a self-imposed prison. What is the other, what is the other, if the Nine of Pentacles is a self-imposed prison, what would be the ideal then? The Lovers. Oh, Nine of Cups preferred at the bottom as long as it is held in a state of truth. Oh, I love that. Okay, potential challenges quickly so we can close this out. Potential challenges this time. The Nine of Cups. It's an interesting challenge. Why? Why is the Nine of Cups a challenge? The King of Cups and the Nine of Cups. Okay, for some of you, escapism, alcoholism specifically. For others, maybe too emotional, not taking other things into consideration. I don't see anything to support that. Being ruled by your emotions, maybe. Yeah, being ruled by your emotions. Could also be being satisfied in that Nine of Cups space. What other challenges might there be? The Ace of Wands. Again, why is that a challenge? The Sun and the Moon. With the Eight of Wands, which is movement at the bottom. Okay, so the liminal space. Misdirected passion, maybe? One more for that. The Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands and the Ace of Wands, which would take you back to movement. Space, being very defensive, standing your ground. One more. Spirit cycles, the Ace of Cups. Is this being shifty? Shady? Yeah, didn't I say that? The focus, like, um, like wild, like you need to narrow your focus. It's like shooting arrows without a target. This Lover's card is holding an arrow. The Hangman has arrows in it. Seven of Wands, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands on the other side. These are two aces. We have Spirit and we have Heart. And then we have Sun and we have Moon. And then we have Defense in between. What is this? So this is conscious and unconscious. This is, well, this is heart and spirit. It's not heart and mind. I think that you need to align Yeah, just as you are moving up with your along your adventure, just make sure that you have at least an idea of what you want. I think would probably work here because you can't just shoot arrows in the dark or just straight up in the sky. You know, we don't shoot arrows straight up in the sky for obvious reasons. Okay, all right. And then what is currently supporting the viewer at this time? The Four of Pentacles and the Chariot. And Judgment. This is like you holding tight to your determination to remove things from your experience. Yep, Ace of Swords at the bottom that do not serve you, that no longer serves you. Yep, Queen of Swords. I tell you, beautiful. Okay, is there anything else? Okay, Three of Cups. Congratulations, celebration. You had it here. You're gonna have it here too. Well, that is a wonderful reading. That was very, very good. For those of you that this message is for, you'll understand it exactly. Like, no question. For the rest of you, be like, well, what? Because I'm kind of like, what? Okay. All right. You are unconditionally loved and supported by the universe. My unconditional love to you as well. Until next time, take care of yourself.